I spent all my savings on a big, beautiful house. But after moving in, I noticed something was wrong. When the sun cast marble onto the floor, it quickly rolled towards the balcony. To verify my suspicion, I placed another marble on the floor, and this time it didn't move at all. My wife said I was overthinking it, so I dismissed it. But that night, something strange happened. After heavy rain, the entire building sank 5 centimeters. Everyone was still asleep, completely unaware. But the next morning, on my way to work, I noticed something unusual. The road in front of our home, which had been completely flat the day before, now had a deep crack running through it. My heart started to panic, and I immediately reported it to property management, demanding they fix it as soon as possible. But they said they had no funds, and 3 days passed with nothing done. Then one morning, the most terrifying thing happened. I was jolted awake by violent shaking, opened the window, and saw a long crack had split open the road outside. People were fleeing in panic, and the ceiling suddenly collapsed. I thought it was an earthquake. Then the entire building started to collapse, and within seconds, the whole complex fell into a massive sinkhole. Fortunately, the building got stuck halfway down and didn't fall any further. Just then, my wife returned from grocery shopping, frozen in shock. She watched our entire home turn to ashes before her eyes. She couldn't believe the house we just bought had sunk into the ground. She thought our son was still with me, but when I opened the boys' bedroom door, the room was empty. In terror, I froze when suddenly a car crashed through the ceiling, landing right in the living room. Inside was one of my colleagues. I rushed over to help, but pulled too hard and ripped off the door handle. The car started sliding backward, my colleague desperately clinging to the edge for dear life. Just as the car was about to fall, the building collapsed again, wedging the car against the edge of the pit. My colleague miraculously survived, and I pulled him out just in time. We ran to look for other survivors, and eventually everyone gathered on the rooftop, trying to call for help. But when we got there, we were stunned. There was no rescue signal from such a deep place, and we started screaming at the top of our lungs. But sadly, no matter how loudly we shouted, no one responded. Meanwhile, all the rescue teams quickly arrived and launched rescue operations. But the soil layers kept collapsing, as the rescuers nearly encountered danger themselves. With no other choice, they could only send a drone to survey the situation in the deep pit. But the depths of this sinkhole far exceeded the drone's maximum range. When the drone descended halfway, it lost signal and started wobbling as it fell. Seeing the falling drone, we were instantly overjoyed. The rescue team had finally come to save us. However, just as we were celebrating,